for the males to during the mating. And that could be a mom calling its calf. There's still a lot to be researched on the sound of the whales down here. They've done quite a lot of work on northern right whales with sound, and they have monitors, like bottom mounted recorders, because most of them, some of them swim into the fishing lanes or the shipping lanes, and they have huge problems with whales getting hit by boats in the northern hemisphere. So they switched the shipping lane to protect the whales, because they found that they were right in the same channel as the boats. So they moved the boats a little bit, which actually helps. But as you can tell, these guys out here, they're pretty low frequent as well. But some of it you would be able to hear if you put your head on the water. Okay? Then the background noise. As I mentioned before, in here you hear background noise, but you can still focus your ears and you can say, oh, I want to listen to what Katja says. There's some poof going on, but now if you pay attention to it, you'll suddenly hear it. The same goes in the ocean. If there's boats, if there's lots of whales, if there's fish making a lot of sound, if there's crayfish going, there's all that. There's tons of sounds in the ocean. It's not the silent world as certain dudes used to say. And we know now, especially boats and ships, but also oil and gas exploration. When they go out with side scan sonars and trying to find where's any oil, if they do any exploration, like bombs and stuff, of course that makes a lot of noise. And construction in general, when we build close to the shore, the pipes out and all that, it makes a lot of noise. I went down to the harbor in Kenai, and there was a boat leaving, and I put my hydrophone in, and I'm going to play it to you just now, so you can hear how the engine sounds. It's about 10, 15 meters away. It's really close, but imagine you're a whale, and you hear this boat going, then you kind of get a feeling of what's it like to be a whale underwater. It's a bit quiet in the beginning, but it will come just now. The question is if they can keep doing that, how long they can do it, you know, and if they will do it, you know. So it's a bit of a balance. So keep that in mind when you see somebody going. Yeah.
Do they go away from constant loud noise?
Sometimes they do, yeah. But it depends on how important the area is for them. If it's an important mating area and they used to come there every year, they will keep coming back normally. And then you have the problem if there's a lot of noise, you know?
The reason I said that is we went out to the Bay of Magdalena,
Yeah.
West Coast. And there's one of these little pangas, and he had a little motor in it, but he cut his motor off to get the whales to come in. He would make a noise hitting the side of the boat, and they would come right to the boat.
Yeah, yeah, they can hear that when he's tapping. And apparently they know that if he does that, there's a reward for them, or there's a reason for them to come. So that's, yeah. And actually when we're on the well whistle, we always keep the engines running in neutral when the whales are around, because then they can tell where we are. So they don't go breaching on the boat, they yeah, do funny stuff, you know? So they can definitely tell where we are. Yeah?
What difference our boat is an aluminium hull and basically a rubber boat, right? So what difference is that as opposed to another boat offshore boat that is total fiberglass boat? Is there a difference between the two?
There will be a difference between how the sound bounces off the boat. Definitely, yeah.
So will our boat be softer than aluminium, softer?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not too sure about that. But actually, when I have the hydrophone in, I can hear the tick, the click, 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 click of the water hitting the side of the well whisperer. And yeah, depending on the material of the boat, you have different sounds of the boat. So maybe just like a dog can hear, oh, it's my owner's car that's pulling into the driveway. Maybe the whales, by time they'll be able to tell, oh, it's just a well whisperer, we know that bird, it isn't mine. But if it's another bird, it might be a bit more alert, like, ooh, these guys don't know, they don't know how to behave around. It could be. Yeah. Cool. We got lots of time.
Is it possible or probable that the reason for so many ship strikes is because there's so much noise? Do they just not pay attention anymore to the noise? Or because, a ship, even next to a right whale, is enormous, and you would think they would avoid it, but there are so many strikes still.
Yeah.
What would be the reason? Is that the reason they just are so used to noise now they don't pay attention?
It could be that they're not listening to it anymore. Or it could be that if they're occupied with something else, if they're occupied with mating, you normally see a mating group though, but if they're occupied with that, then they focus on that, and they're not paying attention to what everyone else is doing. So then they're like, yeah. And
because I think it seems like off the coast of Georgia, in the States, it's usually mother and sometimes calves that are hit. So I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out why it still happens.
It could be because then they're occupied with something else. And they are, especially the right whales and the grey whales, so they're pretty slow swimmers. And they don't react that quick. And sometimes they react too slow and they dive, they still get the cuts in the back, which they mostly recover from when they're not too deep. Then you see where the salted part comes in. So it could be as well that it's a bit too slow to get away. It could also be that the hearing is mad.
Few years back, they had a party where they let off fireworks in the evening, and there were a lot of whales there and babies.
Right?
And after the fireworks, there wasn't a whale to be seen.
Really?
Yeah, for about a week. So that
Was
was
it
the
very
noise
loud?
on land for fireworks. You know how they crack and
Right.
that sort of thing. And the whales just disappeared for a week. So they would have got the vibration.
Most likely, I have heard of that.
That genuinely happened.
Fireworks,
Yeah,
And
no
we don't
fireworks.
have fireworks in which was good for us.
And actually, I can sometimes hear, if it's a very quiet day, there's no wind, the sea's flat, the hydrophone's in the water, then it's very shallow in the water, if you keep it like 1 meter or so, then you can actually hear the voices like super. So the whales will actually be able to hear you. So if the whale comes so close to you, if you just raise your voice and talk to the whale, it will be able to hear things. What is that weird sound? Yeah.
Sorry, I have one more. About the calves.
Yeah.
Do you have recordings of them making sounds? And is it a different, higher pitch? Or is it a baby sound?
It would be. I haven't got any here. We found with we had a porpoise back in the same facility where we did the research with the porpoise chasing the one fish, and they had a little young one about 2 weeks ago. And then we of course recorded all the sounds from the beginning of when it was newborn, and you could tell that it was learning how to echolocate. It was so amazing to see that the echolocation wasn't like it wasn't like adults. It was a bit more blurry, a bit more at the end. It was like like as if it couldn't control the muscles probably. So
Like a child.
a bit like a child, yeah. And I reckon that I haven't actually heard it from the southern right now, but I reckon that would be the same that actually happens. And the same with the dolphins.
And so the sound is not made with air, so how do you know how they're making it?
It's different for tooth whales and baleen whales. All the tooth whales, they have the monkey lips, come up here from the blowhole. So they have muscles like, and they have focal lips as well, like we have focal lips. With baleen whales, we haven't found any focal lips in them. So nobody actually knows today how this is done. Some of it could maybe down from the center of the throat somehow they produce sound. So there must be some mechanism there where they can make these low frequency sounds. So maybe that's why I missed it. I'll give you a bit of background of what I'll be doing hopefully for the next 3-4 years. This is where we are, Tamana, and this is the Great White House in Kenby, that's where we're situated. And our permit is from Danger Point down to Quinn Point. And we mainly find the whales down here at Pearly Beach. And I don't know if you've heard about this from the Mechanicsville nuclear power station up there. So what I want to do is to make a baseline before, so we know what's going on. How many whales is there? When are they there? Dolphins. So we have a reference. So I'm going to station 3 acoustic devices on the seafloor, recording all the vocalization of dolphins and whales in the area. And I'm going to do observations from that as well, tracking them, because sometimes it's silent. And then if you get your equipment back in the picture, oh, there's no whale. But then you can correlate it with your visual observation and say, oh, there was whale, it was just quiet. So hopefully for the next 3 years, and hopefully next year I'll be able to update you on it, tell you what's going on in the bay.